Hello and welcome back to Kayla Inspires. Today is part 3 of my goal setting series. If you missed the first 2 sessions, then definitely look for the link below. Session 1, we talked about how to set goals, setting SMART goals, and kind of working through some of those barriers and intentions. Part 2 was setting monthly goals, weekly action steps, and adding them into your planner. And so now we're going to move on to part 3, which is goal tracking. If this is something that interests you, then definitely keep watching. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 3 different ways that you can track your goals. So as we've been talking about previously, the goal setting process is an intentional process. So it's not a set it and forget it process, because that's not going to help you reach your goals. So we talked about how important it is to write your goals, how important it is to kind of come up with an action plan. And now the next part is, how do you keep track? How do you stay on track of your goals every single week? So the first step is use a tracker. So I don't know if you've ever heard of a habit tracker. But a habit tracker is something that you could use to kind of track daily your habits. So you can check them off that you have got them in for that day. And, all right, so I think that you could do the same thing with your goal action steps. Again, it's all about checking in with yourself. It's about keeping yourself accountable. So I created a goal tracker, which basically it's like a habit tracker, but instead of habits, I put my goal steps. So this is a way that you can check in with yourself every single day, every couple of days, and just double check that you are getting your steps in. So this is the goal tracker that I created. You are listing your action steps, and then you are checking them off daily as you get them done. And then at the bottom, you are going to list the wins for the week, which I think is truly important in your goal setting process. We don't want to just focus on at the end of the goal, but we want to focus on all the steps along the way. So this is a really good way to stay on top of your goal steps and really keep yourself in momentum and in action. So goal tracking is one of the ways that I think could be a really good help. And like I said, this is a process that I myself use and have been using this year more intentionally, and it has truly helped me to keep on track of all my steps. The next tool that is a great one to have as you're tracking your goals is weekly reflections. For me, this is the most powerful one out of all of them. So weekly reflections basically means at the end of your week, you would basically ask yourself some questions to kind of see how are you doing in your goal setting. So this is also in my goal planner, and I have a weekly reflection sheet. And basically what you do is you ask yourself what went well. Okay, and in there you kind of write down what are the action steps that maybe you followed through on, what were you successful with, what were you really consistent with. The next one you would ask yourself is, what did you struggle with? So these are the areas, and again, this is holding yourself accountable. So this is something that's going to help you. You can't lie to yourself. So you can't say, oh, I did fine, I didn't struggle with anything, right? Because this is to help you. So you have to be real honest with yourself and say, all right, what did I struggle with? If we think about my goal of, recording my videos, this would be somewhere where I can say I followed through with my time block. I stayed true to the 2-hour time block on Saturday. I stayed true to the 2 hours time block on Sunday. And then what did I struggle with? Maybe it was I wanted to record 3 videos and I only got to record 2. Or I can add anything else with any of the other goals, because I have other goals such as paying down debt. So maybe in there I can talk about, maybe I struggled with my budget. Maybe I didn't get to pay $100 towards my debt and I only paid $50. So you would kind of be honest with yourself and really say, what did I struggle with during this week? Those 2 parts are going to help you, because the next one is, what do I need to focus? This is the part where you have to think about what are some adjustments that you have to make. And so if I struggled with my budget, then next week I would say, okay, well, I need to really be a little more stricter, or maybe I need to use my expense tracker a little more. Maybe I need to, be more realistic with my budget, anything like that, so that next week, the action steps that you do put in, you can adjust them. So if we stay consistent with my recording goal, that maybe if I only recorded 2 videos and I really wanted to record 3 videos, then I can say next week, maybe I'm going to be a little more consistent and think about, what did I struggle with? Maybe I didn't script my videos well, and I struggled to really get the information out in the way that I wanted to, and it took more time than I wanted to. So maybe it's I need to work more on scripting my videos. So anything that you think that you struggled with, that you went well, and that's going to help you to make adjustments for the next week. And again, this is a very powerful tool because you are checking in consistently on yourself every single week and checking in on how you've been doing. And that's going to help you to make adjustments and tweak anything that you need to tweak, change habits, anything that you feel like is going to help you to kind of like stay in momentum and consistent with your action steps. Okay, so the third tool that I believe is important in goal setting is not only doing weekly reflections, but then you want to do a monthly reflection. So I also have a monthly reflection sheet in my goal planner. And in the monthly reflection, basically what you're doing is you're reflecting on the month as a whole. So weekly, we were kind of checking in on our weeks. Now, how did you do for this month, right? Let's see, what were your wins, right? Did you accomplish the goals that you set yourself out? You know, did you have any struggles? Like what stopped you? Maybe you lost momentum in some time. Maybe there were some action steps that you struggled with. And really just be honest with yourself and talk about how did I do this month, right? Because this is going to help you to identify the areas that went well, that worked for you, the areas that you struggled with, so that next month you have a more of a clear picture of what you need to work on. Okay, so those are 3 tools that I believe are very important in your goal setting process. As a wrap up, they are have some type of a goal tracker, complete weekly reflections to help you identify your wins, your struggles, and adjustments that you need to make. And then doing monthly reflections to help you to identify how you did in the month and what adjustments or changes you need to do for next month. So that is part 3. So we've already set goals. We have broken down goals into monthly smaller goals, weekly action steps, how to add them into our planners. And then we talked about 3 different tools that you can use to kind of keep you in momentum and kind of keep you tracking your goal steps. So definitely let me know, are you following along with this goal setting process? Have you tried any of these steps? Are you following this along? And have you tried any of these tools that we talked about today? All right, so those were the 3 tools for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you are following along with this series. Definitely comment below and, you know, say hi, drop an emoji, drop a hi. Just let me know that you're here, and I hope to see you in part 4 where we're going to talk about how to celebrate your wins. All right, I'll see you next time.